Hello everybody, SirMonkeySuit here back again. Welcome back to Haikyuu. We're on episode 24 and it's come down to juice. It is literally whoever gets this last point wins the game. Absolutely nuts. There's been in the last episode we had a lot of rallies. We had a lot of times where it was just ball never touched the floor. It just kept going and going and going. In which case they are all fucking tired. They are all fucking fucked. And Yamaguchi came on for a split second as a pinch server. He just couldn't get it. It was a little bit. Oh, there's nothing else to say. I'm just gonna get straight into this. So here we go, episode 24. Yeah, I wouldn't expect Sugiyama to cry because I mean he doesn't. You know, he doesn't like go serious, you know, so you can't really completely get the emotional impact of losing if you don't give it your all, you know. If you give it your all then lose, it's like there's nothing else I could have done, you know, so it affects you more, which I think it's probably symbolic of the reason why he doesn't cry. Yeah, you could probably tell, like, after they lost, I kind of just felt this, like, I felt down about it, you know. While it's better for the story, yeah, you can't help but just feel like shit after, you know, after that team is lost, you know. But, you know, I mean, Seijo won against their opponent in the quarterfinal. So it wasn't all for nothing, I guess. I mean, it's just, you know, that's kind of just the way it works, you know. It's better to lose against an opponent that goes, you know, goes to the finals. Or better to lose to an opponent that wins rather than lose to an opponent that immediately loses the next game, you know. Oh yeah, feels bad, man. Feels bad. But I don't know. It's better for the story, I guess. You know, better for the story. It just makes the win against them in the future more better. And that allows them to grow. You know, it you can't just have every game just win and win, you know. No matter how, like, epic it is, you know. Yeah, if they won, it would have felt good and stuff, but I think after a while, like, during this discussion, I probably would have been like, well, what's the point then, you know? I think in order to have emotional investment, you need to feel like they can lose and are not just unstoppable, you know. So yeah, I only wrote down two things again this episode. I just wrote down Nishinoya read the serve when Oikawa served and it went out of bounds. You know what I mean? He knew that it was going out, so he just left it. Which, you know, in hindsight, this episode is pretty, you know, there's not really a point to be taken from that other than Nishinoya is a great player, but we already knew that. He can read the game. I think the one thing I did take away from this is just, you know, it's not specific to this episode, but it's, you know, the idea that Hinata hates it when Kageyama loses sight or gets demotivated. You know, Shoyo wants to feel like, you know, that he's on a level playing field with Kageyama because, you know, he said before he's the player that he looks to. He's the player that he looks up to, and you know he's the barrier, right? Like he's the point to reach. You know what I mean? If I'm on Kageyama's level, then as far as I'm concerned, you know what I mean, we can beat anybody. you know, and he doesn't want Kageyama taking the blame for something like this, because then it feels like everything's for nothing, kind of, you know. That's why I love that partnership. I think it's just, you know, it's... You can't have one without the other, you know. I mean, you can always have, like, let's say Hinata was not on this team. You know, Kageyama's still a genius, you know what I mean? That team would still do well, but there's something special about Hinata and Kageyama, you know? That partnership, which, you know, I have no doubt is the best partnership in this whole anime. I mean, that seems like an obvious statement, but if you're thinking about every single volleyball team that's in Japan, at least, you know what I mean, the best partnership will be Kageyama and Hinata. And I have no doubt that's the case, you know. But you've got to think this is their first tournament, so, you know, you can't expect everything's going to go the way. You know, you've got to lose to come back stronger. If you just win everything, then there's no real investment there, so that's something, you know. So yeah, that is it for episode 24, so thank you everybody for watching, and we'll move on to the last episode of this season. So yes, I shall see you all next time. Bye bye.